Hello and welcome back. My name is Kira and this is chapter 61 of our Let's Play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So, our last chapter we had an unfortunate poisoning of our very good friend. Anyway, Alky got poisoned. I'm not sure if we would call him a good friend because all he's done really is to send us on errands and lie to us a lot, so... I'm not really quite sure what our friendship level is with him, but we need to go and find some antidote for him because we are a good friend, regardless of whether he is or not. So we're gonna go to, and we'll have to go to Fort Koroibos, which is probably not pronounced that because nothing is pronounced the way I try to say it in ancient Greece apparently. But we're going to go and travel over there, and I think this is the fort. I mean, it has to be. It's the only one that kind of looks like it's fortish, and it's on the northern part of the Valley of Olympia, and I am in Valley of Olympia, and it's northish, and it's only question mark, so it has to be it. So I'm going to clear it out and see what happens. The sound issues continue because the noise suppression thing is still broken. So I'm kind of doing what I can by literally closing all of the windows and doors in my house, which means it's a little bit hardish. And also by keeping the desk, the computer fan as far away from the mic as possible so you don't get any sounds from that. And also by shutting my bedroom door, which is making my cat very grumpy. So you might hear some meowing in the background. You might also hear some sounds like a cat assaulting a door. That would be her attempting to open it.
This must be the antidote.
Of course it is guarded by the captain. You know, that's just the way it is. So we're going to just clear out the whole fort, because why not? I won't make you watch all of that, because that would be boring. And like, over the first, 30 or so episodes, you've seen enough of like fort assaults and stuff like that to know that the combat, you know how the combat system works. You know that it's a bit repetitive. So I'm not going to focus on those bits. My focus is, as always, is going to be the story. That's kind of what I'm playing these games for. And the fun of it, really. So we'll focus on that. Now, I will see you on the flip side when the fort has been cleared. Okay, so we found the antidote chest, which is also just like a normal chest we need to loot for here. We've got a couple more things we need to do, and you know, let's not talk about the fact that we had a level 5 bounty going off, and that we didn't really. We really don't need to talk about the fact that we had all these bounty hunters after us, or even the fact that I completely screwed up and let the captain guy set off the signal fire. We don't need to discuss any of those points whatsoever. I mean, where the freaking hell is this? Hate these sort of rooms. They seem so complicated. We don't need to talk about any of that stuff, like, because you know that totally did not happen. It's all cool. It's all cool. Anyway, we've got the antidote, we've got a new engraving unlocked, and now we just need to go and deliver the said antidote to our dearest friend Alky and hope that it works. And during this whole situation, I've really realized that I really do need to go off and start doing some side quests and stuff. So, I guess that's what it says after like the last recording, and then I finished the recording, went and slept, and then when I woke up, I played some Stardew Valley, and then completely lost track of time, and then fell back asleep. Because my parents decided to be nice, because, okay, so the whole time that they were overseas, I didn't go out of the house at all. Because, as I said, I'm getting really good with the dizziness. I don't get any, like, severe dizzy spells anymore, which is, like, really good, because being dizzy is not fun. Like, you think being dizzy after drinking alcohol is fun, right? Because you're drunk, everything is fun. But when you're getting dizzy spells from just standing up, no alcohol, so no fun involved, really sucks. And so I've gotten rid of those at the very least, so I'm not dizzy and stuff like that. but my feet do still mess up, so that I'll be walking in a straight line, or I think I'm walking in a straight line, and then my feet decide that they're not walking in a straight line, that they're going to veer off to the left or the right, or decide to just fall over each other. So it's not incredibly safe for me to just be wandering out. So I generally go out with my parents or a friend to make sure that if something does happen, like I have a fall or whatever, that they can kind of look after me. Sounds really, really bad. But anyway, that's just the situation. He's our target. I'm not going to kill him yet, because as I said, we're probably not going to be able to manage. Hang on. What about with the bow? I've only got one charge. Oh fuck it, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I really want to kill him. I'm just gonna pepper her with arrows and then he dies. It's a cultist. Confirm cultist kill.
It feels good to strike you down.
Yep, we've got Spartan War Hero boots. What do they do? Because I kind of like the poison outfit we've got going at the moment, because they add a good deal of like poisonous damage to everything, and that makes things a lot easier because we've got a lot of poison on us. The Spartan ones do 50% more damage with warrior abilities. We're using mostly like assassin and hunter damage, so I don't think that's going to help us very much. But anyway, let's go and rescue Alky. Clearing out that fort took a lot longer than I thought it would, just because maybe I'm rusty with clearing out forts. But anyway, back to the story of my parents taking me out. We went to this lovely place called the Gap. I know it's really weird because the Gap is an infamous suicide spot. Like it's really well known for people committing suicides. But it's like actually a really, really lovely place. So you can look, you can see the city and stuff as well, and it's just really pretty. So I don't know why like people would go there to harm themselves. But anyway, so it's infamous for that. But it's long been like our little spot we go to when we're not feeling very happy, as like a we call it like emotional change in Korean, but it's more like, you know, some fresh eyes sort of thing. Oh my god, Barnabas! Hello! Wow! I didn't realize Barnabas would like help us fight. That's awesome. You okay, buddy? Hello, Alky.
Here, I have the antidote.
Is he gonna make it? Wow, Alky's quiet for once.
More wine, please, to wash away the taste.
A treatment worthy of Hippocrates.
I can already feel my stamina.
Oh,
return.
God's sakes, I liked it when he was quiet.
Didn't you have one last fight in the Pancration?
Let's go.
Oh god, that was like the quickest working antidote to a poison ever. Like he's all of a sudden fine. That's bullshit. Give me the new quest so I can track and figure out where I'm going. Please. Talk to Payos. Right. Oh, they're not actually coming with me. Well, that's to be expected. So yeah, we went for a long drive. We looked out into the beautiful, beautiful ocean, and had a nice sunset sort of view of the city, which is like really, really nice, with all the lights lit up. Yeah, so I felt good. And then I got really, really tired, which is kind of like the norm. So I slept heaps, lots of sleeping. And then completely forgot about the fact that I was supposed to level up. So I'm not level up, like gear up more like. So That's what I am going to do after this recording. Definitely.
Your next opponent is Dorios. Claims to be descended from Heracles himself.
Great.
I'm ready.
You ever faced an Olympic champion before?
I fought all sorts of people, and they were armed with more than just their fists. Let me in there.
I'm hoping it auto saves.
Let's get this over with.
For Ira.
We've seen our esteemed newcomer rise quickly to become a contender. But let's see how she does against our reigning champion, Dorios!
Oh god, he's big. We can do this, Cassandra.
I'll squash you like a bug.
There we go. There we go. There we go, buddy. You rock, Cassandra.
Victory! Nike!
Cassandra rules. Look at that belly, like, oh my gosh, she works out.
The gods have looked kindly on these, our champions! But there can only be one winner! Sparta! Yours is eternal glory!
Oh, it looks good, Cassandra. You could be a goddess. Yeah. Huh. I was really worried that I was going to be thrown into the modern world just there, so I was just like, man. But we haven't, so that's good. Alright, now what do we got? Any quests here now? We've got these light blue ones, but I think they're like orichalcum ones, so I'm not going to worry about those. So have we done enough to be able to go back to Sparta and be like, hey, we've got our thing? Meet the Spartan. Oh yes, we still have to win Sparta, like win Boeta for Sparta. Oh dear lord. Okay. Before we do that, let's see if there's any side quests, because like I don't want to miss out on side quests. Lysenda has a side quest for us, and where else? I don't know how the side quests work, which is a bit of a problem, because like in some games, some of the side quests will disappear, so I don't want that to happen. I know that one is a DLC, so whatever. Okay. So we still, okay, so let's just go to and deal with Lysenda, because that one's been around for a little bit that I've noticed, so we'll go and deal with that. Okay, so we're back in Sparta, so we need to speak to Lysandra or Lysandra, I think it's Lysenda. Anyway, all I'm thinking of when I'm saying that name is Xander for some reason, so... Okay, now I'm thinking about Buffy. Great! You know what, Cassandra would make one hell of a Slayer. Actually, if there is like a vampire DLC for this game, I would be like so freaking happy. Could you imagine Cassandra as like the Slayer? Like she would absolutely rock that shit. Oh, it was so amazing. Oh my god, can we actually please get a AC crossover with Buffy, please? That'd be amazing. That would explain so much.
Will not be outmaneuvered by the Athenians the way the Persians did to Leonidas.
Okay.
You're not one of my soldiers. You better have a good reason for being here.
I don't need a reason. True, I don't need a reason to just stand in a public courtyard. We Spartans stick together. That's more the party line, isn't it? Let's go with the party line.
We Spartans stand together. So here I am.
Yes, Spartan blood matters most.
Looks like this victory will bring you glory.
The rewards of skill and effort.
It's the Spartan way.
From slave to general, bathing in the blood of this war while our leaders stuff their faces and preen.
The Polemarchos believe it's an easy victory.
I will end this war in my favor.
You have a strategy?
Athenian Polemarchos are paralyzed with indecision. They serve too many masters.
Making them slow to react.
And that's where you come in. Infiltrate their forts and kill the Polemarchos. I need a way clear for my troops.
Oh, it's the same one as the one we got from Athens.
I'll do my part. Consider the commanders already dead.
Bring me their Athenian seals as proof. You'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Okay, it's the same as the one we got before. That's fine. That's easy enough. We'll end up doing that anyway as part of like what we generally do to clear out the locations and stuff, which was one of the things I will be doing on the way to ensure that everything is done. So the other one is over here, and it's from a character called Epi, a life's dedication. I don't actually have a point to go from there. But this is where the forge is, I think. No, I think it's where the scary monster was, and I don't want to go where the scary monster was. I'm going to go over here, I'm going to run over there, and I'll meet you at Epi. Okay, so I've made it to Epi, I guess. So we're surrounded by wolves. I thought for a second like maybe the wolves were like a part of this thing, but no, I guess we just need to kill them. Too many wolves, too many wolves, too many wolves. And they're all dead. God, that was loud. What? Why are you shooting me? Oh my god. I don't know who you are, but you're dead. Oh, it's a cultist! Right! I literally just ran into a cultist. I had no idea who they were. Well, they ran into me. I don't know, but they're dead. That was so weird.
By Zeus! I would have been a goner there if it wasn't for you.
Lucky I came by.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Epi. Well, Epizilos, but my friends call me Epi. Not that I have friends, necessarily.
I'm Cassandra.
Charmed. You have the look of someone used to being out in the world.
You look capable. I don't think so. You shouldn't be out here alone. No, you shouldn't. I think we're gonna go with you shouldn't be out here alone.
You look like you shouldn't be outside on your own. At all.
It can't be helped. I've been overcome with adventure. I have, in my possession, a Mycenaean tablet that leads to a sacred burial site. I'm calling it the Cave of the Oracle.
Good for you.
Mycenaeans were known for their elaborate grave sites, full of precious things.
How precious.
Ancient jewelry, Ceremonial swords and daggers, so very precious. If you escort me, I'll show you.
No! Exclamation!
How
Oh.
can I turn down the promise of precious things?
The fates have delivered you onto my path, and thus we travel together.
The fates have been known to have a sense of humor.
Happening upon you here is fortuitous.
Well, it just means I have to kill more wolves, doesn't it? So I can't let you die.
Glad to hear it. So, you dig through book roll?
No. Well, yes and no. I dig through dirt, too.
That's what farmers do.
I uncover our history. Sometimes, hopefully this time, it will uncover ancient wonders.
I hate to break it to you, but clay pots and dirt aren't that wondrous to most.
I've dedicated my life to it. It's so much more than treasure to be looted.
Is it, though?
It's who we are. Knowing where we come from tells us where we are headed.
You educated people and your riddles.
Some people don't care about the past. They only want to steal something that will make them a few drachmi. Imagine that.
Hard to believe.
My peers are no more than treasure hunters and art dealers.
Well, you did mention precious jewels.
These ruins and relics are notoriously hard to find. I found this one through clever searching and deduction.
Tell me more about it.
Mykenaeans held specific rituals. Some tales speak of objects made by the gods.
Yes, the gods like to play their hand on occasion.
Think of this, Mystios. How would you like to have had the gods help you in battle?
A good warrior doesn't need any help from the gods, or anyone else.
True, true. But think of what we might find there.
You think we'll find something with this power?
See? Now are you interested?
I certainly am.
You already have something that gives you power, Cassandra. The Oracle of Trophonios.
The Oracle of Trophonius. I wonder if the cult's working here, too.
Well, if I need to find 3 treasure chests, I'd rather outline it before I have to go in there. You know, can only find 2.
Mystios?
I'm coming. Oh, it's kind of pretty in here. They've got the candles. Where are you going? Sanctuary of the Muses.
What's this?
Stay back.
They seem drawn to this place. I hadn't expected that.
Does this have to do with whatever that name was you said?
The Mykenaeans? I don't see how they could know. It must be related to Trophonios. I'll observe them and see what I can learn.
Fine. I'll search further inside.
Wait! Take this steely piece. See if there are markings that match it.
Right. Mycenaean Stele. Explore the cave. Oh yeah.
Not much of a burial site. Mules are buried in higher places of honor.
Where do we need to go? Cave? Look up. Always look up in caves because some of the entrances are up
Steely
that way.
piece looks like it can be placed.
Here.
This is unexpected.
Oh no. Guys, look! The stereotypical place where the snakes appear. I am so happy. Okay, let's light that. Light that, please, so that we know we've been through this way. You know how directionally challenged I am, Cassandra. We've had over 40 hours, 50 hours actually, to get to know each other. Can we move it?
Won't budge.
Okay, so we'll have to move it from another side. We can jump over that. I do apologize because whenever I come to one of these places, I move incredibly slowly. And that is mostly due to the whole snake factor. I don't like them. I don't like the noise that they make. I don't like the fact that they kind of like pop out of nowhere. And I also realize another
This
reason
is more elaborate than I thought.
it is indeed. Another reason I don't like it is because the game makes that like really loud noise of like you going into combat, and oh god. Tell me there isn't like spiders. Please tell me there isn't spiders. I do like the fact that the webs burn. I really do like that. That's a really good detail. Like, you don't need that. Most games don't have that. But it's really, really cool that you do. How about we drop, Cassandra?
This is more like it. Let's see what we have.
Rusty Messenian boots. Interact.
This statue depicts a warrior.
Right here. Snakes. Let's do some drachmi, light the place up. No snake. So far. I'm not gonna get lulled into a false state of you know, comfort.
Markings match Epi's stone. Epi will want to see all of this.
But the problem is, Cassandra, there is more treasure chest to be had here.
Something's blocking this.
Yeah, something is this. Oh no, I need to move this first. Yeah, I need to move this first. Okay, now we can move this sideways. There we go. It's alright, Cassandra, we don't need to move it all the way. We can still get out. But there's 2 more chests to be had here. We've gone this way. How about have we gone this way? No, we have not. That's Spartan. That's not my senior. We need 1 more chest. I wonder where it could be. We've come down this way. This is the room we accessed. There was no chest up here, was there? Did we go this way? Oh, we have. Because we lit a torch. Did we go this way? Yes, we have, because we emptied the chest. Oh, I don't think we've gone in here. Yeah, baby. Give me those chests. Give me those loots. Not that I do anything with them, but give me the loots. Cave of the Oracle. Alright, now we need to go and speak to Epi, I think. Yeah? Down the stairs, maybe? My stomach is bothering me a fair bit. I say my stomach, but it's not really my stomach, is it? It's like a lining in the nerve, like a nerve in the lining of my stomach that is bothering me. And it's not been a good pain day, I will be honest. Some days I have like the good pain days where I'm not in that much pain. And then other days I have the bad pain days where I'm in a lot of pain. I don't know what's down here, but I want to have a look. I know this is not the way to Epi, but there's like a ladder here and stuff, so that makes me curious. Okay. Does this go anywhere, or is this like the red herring? Might have to take a break. Alright, now let's go and speak to Epi and finish this quest. Slip through, go Cassandra, go Epi!
We're in the right place. Unfortunately, my friend, it's been looted. All I found was this armor.
That is highly significant. The Mycenaeans were a warrior culture, you know. So this must be a warrior's tomb.
Well, it's a decent piece, but where's the rest of it?
That was only one part of the stele. If we can find the others, I can decipher the text.
Maybe that will reveal more armor. The rest of the stele you speak of could be anywhere.
If I can find clues for where to look, are you interested in finding the other stele pieces?
Sure, we can be Indiana Jones.
I'll look for the others.
Excellent! Now, I need to see those markings. Let's go inside.
Oh good, we didn't have to actually go.
I didn't expect the stele keystone to actually be a key.
I wonder what happens when all of them are in place.
Even with only part of the stele, I can start to decipher the writing.
What does it say?
I think that says of the gods.
Really? To think you were someone yelling for help not long ago.
Look at me now.
I think you're going to need all of them, though.
According to this, it seems that the stele pieces have been deliberately separated.
I wonder why they were separated on purpose.
It doesn't matter if we can find them. Will you look for the other stele pieces?
Of course. Where should I look?
According to this, the next stele is... Oh, better you than me. I can't swim. Explore the ruins of Arni.
Okay.
What's the connection between this tomb and those worshippers?
The writing mentions of the gods. It's not clear which gods, though. Once we decipher more, we should understand the connection.
Okay.
The armor must belong to the ancient warrior. But why remove it and spread it out across the lands?
Good question. It must have something to do with the text.
Okay, so what does the text say?
So these markings are in ancient language?
Mycenaean. There are languages even older than that, which have been lost. When this died out, sadly, we fell into a dark age.
Good historical background, by the way.
Time for me to go.
The only thing I will say is this whole quest reminded me of my visit to New York and to the, oh my god, I forgot the name of the museum almost, the Metropolitan. So I was at the museum and I love museums. I'm like a big history, well, I wouldn't say I'm a history buff because I don't retain a lot of information in my head for some reason. But I do love stories, and I love ancient stories, and I love studying history. I love looking at history. I just don't remember a lot of it because I have a bad brain. But it was really good because I was there with a friend, really good friend of mine who actually studied, and both of us studied Egyptology or Egyptian history. But we also had divided historical backgrounds. So she was really studying the Mycenaean history, and so we were in the Mycenaean part of the museum. And I got into a massive argument / almost like a punch out with this lady in a museum, because back in about 5-6 years ago they had those bags with spiky studs on the bottom, and it was like kind of like all decorated with this the spiky studs. And this lady had a bag that was completely decorated with the spiky stud thingies all around the whole bag, and it was a fairly big bag. And she put it on top of a freaking sandstone statue of a lion. It was a really, you know, it's a Mycenaean statue. It's like really, 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 really fucking old statue, and she put it on top of it, and I just literally went off at her. I was like, get that bag off that statue. And then she started going off at me, and then the museum guards came, and then it turned into like this whole like drama thing. She was thrown out of the museum, and that's all fine.
Icaros.
I just can't believe I managed to get into a freaking argument in a museum over a Mycenaean statue of a lion that's like 7,000 years old. But I couldn't believe it. Like, you don't put like a freaking bag on top of a statue. Like, I don't care if it doesn't have studs. I don't care what kind of bag it is, but you don't put things like that on top of a historical artifact. Like, I know it's sandstone, I know it's fairly durable, but it's I was so mad. I was so mad. I have issues, clearly. And my friend was just like, oh my god, what the fuck, man? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But anyway, on that ridiculous note, thank you so much for joining me for this chapter. As I said, I am definitely going to go off and, for one, take a break. And for two, start doing some of these random the white quests and stuff, so I can level up all of our gear and get ourselves sorted in a more comfortable position to be able to do all of these quests that we need to do. And I'll see you then. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you'll come back for the next episode. And as always, most of all, I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Mwah!